We discard so many things every day in the city. Paper tissues, food plastic wraps, water bottles, cigarette butts, or even the masks we have been frequently wearing in these days. But here in Hong Kong, who claims to be one of the busiest cities over the world, you have rubbish bins around the corners of the streets, you have rubbish bins across the street, you can literally throw it everywhere. But have you ever imagined how much waste we have produced in these cities every day? Before answering that, in this episode, we will first look into the different types of solid waste we have produced every day. In Hong Kong, we mainly divide solid waste into three categories: municipal solid waste, overall construction waste, and special waste. Most of them either are to be recycled or to be landfilled. According to the latest figures of 2018, the total quantity of solid waste disposed at these three strategic landfills was 5.87 million tons, which means we produce around 16,000 tons each day on average. And this figure keeps increasing since 2009. Breaking down the figures, we can see that municipal solid waste is the part that contributes the major growing momentum of the figure. In Hong Kong, municipal solid waste has been categorized into three types based on their source of collection. They are domestic, commercial, and industrial waste. The package of garbage taken to the refuse collection point from your house, from institutional organizations like schools and government offices, they are some examples of domestic waste. One thing you might not know is that those garbage in those rubbish bins on the street will be classified as domestic waste because they are under the service of public cleansing provided by the government. It is not hard for you to tell what commercial waste and industrial waste are. Those disposals produced by shops, restaurants, and non-government offices are commercial waste, and they are mainly collected by private waste collectors. And those produced during industrial activities are industrial waste.
You know that the web-based purchasing is in a huge increase, like Taobao or different kind of Alibaba or Amazon, the different kinds of web purchasing.
I interviewed Professor Chen Ming from the Chinese University of Hong Kong earlier in March. His research interests include environmental policy, and he has been teaching courses related to this topic for years. One of the reasons he tried to explain the general increment of the city waste in recent years is the transformation of our consumption habits.
You know that there are many packages coming along, so including if you buy a piece of face mask, you'll be wrapped in paper and then wrapped in plastic, and then that would be outside, that would be a box. So packaging waste is a major issue.
Paper and plastic have secured a big portion of commercial waste in Hong Kong. In 2017, they made up of nearly half of the total commercial waste. That means, on average, we produce nearly 1,500 tons of these two types of waste per day from commercial activities. Since 2014, this figure has been escalated for 30% in just 4 years. Well, packaging waste is not solely collected from those commercial sites. We, as customers online, will also dump our plastic and paper wrappings together with our domestic disposal. So the paper and plastic disposal in our domestic stores has also shown an increasing trend in recent years. Another big component of our municipal solid waste is perishables, something that are liable to decay, like used diapers, pet waste, and of course the main source of it, food waste. From 2014 to 2017, the quantity of perishables produced commercially increased by a quarter, while the one collected from domestic households did not surge but dropped by 7%. Professor Chen believes that the shift of habit from dining home to dining out can partly explain this phenomenon.
If you take a good look at the commercial waste, the waste are mainly from kitchen waste. You know that we have a fast food industry. Most people do not like to cook at home, except now, like today. Most people like to go eat outside. So in the restaurants and also in the fast food shops, those are the main cause of those commercial waste being increased. Those are what we call food waste now, and they've been increasing in recent years.
So we have been talking about waste reduction for years, but it seems not so effective. Then, what is our next step?
We have a better idea to do waste reduction. That is to avoid waste production. Avoid waste production is waste, no waste, and there's no waste. So we do not like to, throw away any trash because there's basically no trash. So we need to have what we call a mindset training, changing to the new concept that no waste is waste. All right. So with that, then we can avoid producing waste. Even if they are waste, then we may recycle them. Okay, that's the only way that we could handle or tackle this solid waste crisis in Hong Kong.
Hey, this is actually a journalism capstone project. I'm working with Danny. He has been writing articles on city waste in Hong Kong. I will put the link in the description box down below, and please go check out our website. This is Terrence Chan. Until next time.